Wow, okay. We just had a show to go over. SmackDown was terrible, as always. Rampage was great, as always. It's just an extra 3 hours of television. Here we are, Friday Night SmackDown, AEW Rampage. It's time. It's the only place that you need to be on your Friday night. This is the best place where you can get all your AEW and Friday Night SmackDown news. And this is going to be your AEW and AEW and Friday Night SmackDown review right here on Outside the Brand. This is going to be a fun one, guys. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's time for your AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown post-show review for your February 4th, 2022. I am your host, Phil, and this is Outside the Brand. Guys, well, I'm here with a wonderful friend of mine, as always. It's Loth, right here on the podcast. How you feeling, my man? What's going on? And did you catch both Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage tonight?
I unfortunately watched that terrible SmackDown show today, so
yes,
that was really, really kind of weird and really bad for the most part. I caught the main event of Rampage, and I was greatly entertained because that was fucking awesome. I didn't see the other three matches though, at all.
Okay. Well, they were good. They were really good, honestly. We had the fourth DQ finish in AEW history. In the illustrious 3-year of AEW, we've only had 4 disqualification finishes. And one of them happened tonight. Well, the fourth one happened tonight. We will go over what that match entails and kind of how all that went about. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to lead into something for AEW Revolution. And I think we've already been kind of talking about it on the Dynamite reviews and in our OTB chat and what's been going on. So I think we're kind of getting the ball rolling starting tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun when we get to AEW Revolution in like maybe a month or so. I think that's when Revolution is going to be happening. I think it's the first Saturday of March, so it's going to be a very, very interesting show when we get there. Guys, this is your Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage post-show review right here on the podcast. SmackDown, we all know what happened. Ronnie made her appearance. Bill made his appearance. It's just your average SmackDown on a Friday night. Matches meaning nothing, and it's the end of another wrestling week here. And we're 3 weeks away from the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia, so here we are.
Yay.
All right, guys, but we're going to be talking about everything that happened on Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage tonight. But first, what I want you guys to do is to follow all of us on social media. All of our TikTok links are down in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhilWayMet. Continue to hit that subscribe button down below as we are on the road to 500 subscribers, and we would love to get that by WrestleMania season. Well, by WrestleMania day. It's WrestleMania season already, and we're kind of in the thick of things. But we also want you guys to not forget to turn on that bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. Also, we got to hit that like button as well. We got to hit that like button. We got to get this stream to 10 likes minimum on the stream tonight. And I know you guys have done it, so you guys can definitely do it again. Go check out all the other videos you may have missed. Our Dynamite review, which I went solo, but, it was a great show regardless. We talked about we talked about Dynamite. We talked about the upcoming things in the future heading into Dynamite. House of Black was fantastic in their tag match against Pac and Penta. We had an amazing main event that pretty much started at 9:15 and ended right at 10 o'clock between CM Punk and MJF. It was an absolute masterpiece, and I can't wait to see what unfolds after that, as MJF was the one to beat CM Punk that night. All of that is ready for you guys on the homepage. We had our Tuesday talk, and it was a great, engaging conversation as always. Great topic, and we had our Monday Night Raw review. So we have that all waiting for you guys to enjoy for you on the homepage of the channel. I don't want you guys to forget, though, we have our merch finally up and ready to go on bonfire.com. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Outside the Brand merchandise, and you can officially go get it right now. You can actually go get it while you're watching the podcast tonight. All the links for that merch is down in the description below. You guys can go get your t-shirts. You guys can go get your OTB hoodie. And you guys can go get, if you're a fan of the Real 1C, who appears periodically here on the podcast, you guys can go get his merchandise. All his designs are up and ready to go. We are slowly trying to grow the store over there. Loth, I know you're in the works with some stuff. I know Megan is. And I know everybody else is trying to get there too. I am also trying to work on my designs to get up there. And it's going to be a very, very good looking store once it is all said and done. And don't worry, guys, we will have all of that ready for you guys within the next coming weeks. Just gotta take some time, and we will get all of that for you guys to enjoy. And finally, I just want to thank you guys right before we get started with the show tonight. Thank you guys for all the love and support. You guys have been absolutely killing it here on the podcast. You guys have been coming back here every single time we are here. You guys have been killing it on TikTok as of late. And we're going to continue to grind. And you guys, I know, will continue to support us every single chance that we are here. It's an absolutely just amazing time to be here on Outside the Brand, and we honestly just could not have done this without you. So thank you guys so much, and let's get started tonight, shall we? Loth, what do you want to start first? Do you want to start off with Rampage, or do you want to start off with SmackDown? I don't think Loth really cares whether we start with. I don't think Loth really cares whether we start with AEW or WWE.
No. Please start off with Rampage. Please start off with Rampage.
Okay, we're gonna start off with Rampage, guys. Yeah. AEW Rampage was honestly not that bad of a show for the 1 hour that we had it right after Friday Night SmackDown. We started off with, all right, I gotta get the actual card up because here, AEW Rampage 2/4/22. Let's see. Boom. We got it right here. Thank you, Wrestling Headlines. We started off the show tonight with Adam Cole versus Evil Uno. And man, was this an amazing match. Adam Cole is fantastic in the ring at what he does. We had Cole lifting up Evil Uno's head, ready for the boom knee strike that he does, or the final, or the last shot, as we all know it from WWE. He lowers the knee pad, he runs the ropes, he hits the boom on Evil Uno and gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. It was an amazing match. Cole is just fantastic. Even Uno, we rarely see him on in singles competition here in AEW, but when he's a great professional wrestler at what he does, even if it's in a singles capacity or in the tag team division with the Dark Order. I mean, this is just another way to get Adam Cole another win. He is still undefeated in AEW, and it's just another way to get him closer to that number one ranking, as he wants that AEW World Championship down the line. In 2022, I firmly predict that he will be an AEW World Champion.
That would be interesting. That more. Well, I was going to say that would be more. That's more than what he got on NXT, but I don't know. I feel like NXT made him the main focus of their show. So I mean, I'm not sure, but it'll be definitely a change of pace. Definitely a change of pace. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. And I thought about this earlier before SmackDown started. As much as I love Adam Page, his championship run has been very slow to me. I don't know if it's booking. I just don't see him as much. It's probably my fault. I don't watch Dynamite or I don't watch AEW as a whole as much as I should. But.
No, you're not wrong in that. You're not. Hangman's reign so far has not been that good, and it is because of his booking. You're right, but it's also just because of the way things are structured right now in AEW. Normally, you would think as a world champion, you'd have the highest priority. But as of right now, when it comes to the elite stuff, when it comes to just not enough, I want to say there's not enough real challengers for Adam Page, because that's obviously not the case. I mean, look at the roster that AEW has grown over the past 3 years in the company. But when it comes to just the other storylines and other rivalries that we've had here in AEW, CM Punk and MJF have had a major priority in AEW. Adam Cole's story in AEW has been a big priority, getting in Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish with the Young Bucks and everything. There's a lot of things going on in AEW right now that it just looks like Hangman Adam Page is kind of just floating around, and it's not really his fault. I don't think it's his fault. I just think it's the nature of the business right now, and I don't like it. I really don't, honestly, because the AEW World Champion should have a big priority on the show, but I don't know, man. But once the match wrapped up, Adam Cole did get on the mic, and he had a post-match in-ring promo. He lists everyone that he has defeated in his tenure here in AEW and says that he doesn't care what happens last week when Orange Cassidy beat him in the unsanctioned match. The unsanctioned match is unsanctioned. That does not count towards his AEW record, because AEW is not responsible for anything that happened during that point of the show. It's a lights out match. That's what the lights out means. It does not count towards AEW, and that is why he's saying that he is still undefeated. He says that last week was a major fluke, and he assures everyone that there's going to be a new and more ruthless Adam Cole. He vows to become the AEW World Champion. He will be a world champion in this company. He's been a world champion before. He's been a world champion in any other promotion that he's been a part of. This guy is going to be a world champion, and he is world championship material. So I got no doubt in my mind that he will be champion one day.
Hopefully soon. I hope so.
So we then move on to first of all, it was a video package, and you kind of missed this, and I know you're probably going to be mad at me when I say this, but Jade Cargill was on our TV screens.
Oh.
And she just wanted to, yeah. And she was just begging for somebody to come at her again for the next challenge. We shoot backstage where Jade Cargill is shown with her manager, Smart Mark Sterling, and she says that everyone has been channel surfing up until the point where she showed up on on their television screens. She then talks about wanting to know who the next challenge is for the TBS Women's Championship on her show, That Bitch Show. And then we had the TNT Championship match between Sammy Guevara and Isiah Kassidy. Great match, but I do want to talk about Jade Cargill first before we get into Sammy Guevara's match, because Jade Cargill is a pretty big deal here in this company. And a lot of you obviously know that very well. Jade Cargill is the TBS Women's Champion right now. She's had two challengers so far, just in random matches, but she's undefeated. We know this. She is continuing to build her stock here in AEW. She said in this promo, she says, everybody thinks I'm green. Oh yeah, I am green. I'm green like money. So whoever wants to challenge me next for the TBS Championship, I'll meet you over on That Bitch Show. Who's going to be the next one? Or who do you want to be the next one? Personal bias aside, because we all know Jade Cargill's great and she's going to continue to elevate and rise in the rankings. But personal bias aside, who do you want?
Oh shit.
And I know that's hard for you because I know you love Jade that much.
Yeah. I'm trying to go through. Give me.
What's up, Anthony? How are you, man? Ringside is in the chat.
There he is. Give me damn. What's the scary girl? What's her name?
Avadon?
Avadon. That's it. Avadon. Avadon. Yep. Avadon.
Avadon?
Avadon. Book it, Vince. I mean, Tony. Avadon.
You want Avadon now?
Avadon. Book it today.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you elaborate on that. What's your infatuation with Avadon right now?
I just think she's cool. I don't see her a lot. I just think she's looking cool. I don't think. I'm not sure what it is. I just think she's cool. That's all. I can't give you an in-depth explanation. I just think she's fucking cool. That's all. That's all I care about.
Nobody like big like an Anna Jay or a Thunder Rosa or Mercedes Martinez. Nothing like that. You just want Avadon.
Mercedes Martinez might actually whoop Jade Cargill's ass, and I would cry.
See, she's from Waterbury, Connecticut. She can beat that ass no matter where they are.
You sit down, Avadon.
All right, well, Tony, you're watching this podcast right now as we speak, so book it, Avadon, TBS next week. Awesome. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's so many women in this company that I feel like should definitely have some kind of shot. I'm actually going to be looking at this roster right now because I do kind of want to actually go through this roster with you, for especially the women, because the women's roster is definitely something to kind of look at now, considering how. I'm gonna say it. I know it's a controversial topic, but considering how diverse this actual roster is, with like talent and the characters and the gimmicks that we all have here, we got Avadon. She's the first one on the list. Well, right there, Avadon. She's only the first one because it's alphabetical order, but you get it. We got Allie, the bunny. She's an amazing wrestler. I don't think people really realize that, but the bunny is actually pretty good in the ring. She was in TNA before getting with AEW, so Allie was great. So I don't think everybody knows that. I don't even know if you even seen Allie's work in Impact. Have you?
Very small amounts.
Very small. Okay.
Small amounts.
So you did know she was there. It's just you
Yeah.
just didn't see her probably till the tail end of her career there.
Exactly.
Anna Jay, obviously Dark Order member.
Yeah.
We're just gonna skip over Brandy because that's not gonna happen.
Oh, please no.
Britt Baker, obviously, great stuff there. Emi Sakura, we haven't seen her much here, especially in 2022. She's only 1-0, so she's only had one match this year. Hikaru Shida, she is recovering from an injury, but she's back home, I believe, doing some movies or commercials at this point. That whole injury angle with Serena Deeb, that was to write her off so that she can go home. Okay. We got Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Jamie Hayter, who is with Britt Baker. Chris Statlander. I'd love to see a Chris Statlander match with Jade Cargill. I really would.
That'd be cool.
Chris Statlander, she's just awesome in the ring. Leva Bates, otherwise known as Blue Pants from NXT. She's a librarian now. That's her gimmick. She's with Peter Avalon. But yeah, like she hasn't really done much in 2022. Layla Hirsch, she's a good in-ring talent, but she's terrible on the mic and she has no character. So we'll see what happens there. Mercedes Martinez, obviously, my girl from Waterbury, Connecticut, absolutely great. Nyla Rose, she can be something. Penelope Ford, we got Rebel. Well, Rebel's not really an in-ring talent. She's only had 10 matches in the 3-year career of AEW, and she's 1-9.
Damn.
Yeah, she's not good. I'd like to see Red Velvet. Red Velvet, Jade Cargill. Why not?
Yeah, I mean they had a long-term feud, didn't they?
Yeah. And right now, Red Velvet's 5-1 in 2022. Who knows? Riho. I mean, Riho. Absolutely. She's only had 3 matches in 2022, but there you go. Ruby Soho again. I need Ruby Soho to do something. I need her to do something.
Yeah.
Put her in that Owen Hart Cup tournament. Please. Obviously, listen, Serena Deeb needs a championship around her waist. I'm sorry. She needs a championship. This woman has been kicking ass as of late, especially since she came into AEW. She needs a championship around her waist. I want her to win the Owen Cup. I want her to win the Owen Cup. Serena Deeb is that damn good. Tay Conti, obviously we know her pedigree.
Yeah.
Former NXT superstar, got released due to 2020 COVID cuts or whatever, but been killing it. 52-9 in her career in AEW. That's insane.
Sheesh.
They treat Tay Conti well.
Wow.
Thunder Rosa, obviously, I think she's going to be going up against Britt Baker very, very soon. And Yuka Sakisaki, who's only had she's had no matches in 2022. That's why you haven't seen her, or probably even heard of her. Barely. And she's 7-5 in her career here, so she has obviously not been used much. So Serena Deeb, Ruby Soho, Red Velvet, those are my top 3 contenders so far for Jade Cargill. That's what I'd want at least. We just need to have something. We need to have an actual feud for the TBS Championship. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I can't just be having these random matches on either Rampage or Dynamite with the TBS title on the line. She needs to actually have a feud. And that's just where I'm standing at right now, man. I'm not trying to throw shade in her at any way. But when it comes to Jade Cargill, she needs a feud.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if they had something that just wasn't like one-off matches. That would be cool.
Because I mean, they have feuds for the for the AEW Women's World Title all the time.
Yeah.
So why can't we do that for the TBS?
Something to look into later, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, we then went on into the TNT Championship. TBS and TNT kind of the TBS Championship defended on TNT sometimes and vice versa, but we have Sammy Guevara and Isiah Kassidy. This match is fucking great.
I kind of wish I saw that.
This match is great, dude. We had just an amazing contest between these two men. So I'm gonna start off from from when Andrade actually made an appearance. Andrade was shown walking from the heel tunnel to ringside, and they were arguing at ringside with Andrade asking why Hardy's man could not finish him off just now. Isiah actually hit like one of his finishing maneuvers to try to pin Sammy, but Sammy kicked out at that time. As the focus resumes on the action in the ring, we see Guevara fight back with punches and forearms in the corner. He decks Kassidy with a Pele kick, and both guys are now slow to get back up to their feet. Finally, Guevara then gets up and knocks Kassidy down before heading to the top and launching himself onto Mark Quinn, on the floor to ringside. He heads up to the ring apron and springboards into the ring, connecting with a cutter for a close near fall. I thought that was going to be at that point. That cutter looked absolutely breathtaking from Sammy Guevara. We all know Sammy's cutters are fantastic. So every time that happens, it's just a beautiful sight to see. So we saw that springboard into the ring with a cutter for a near fall. After the double fantasy cutter fails, that's what he calls it, which is a pretty beautiful name for that move. Guevara then follows by hitting a GTH for the pinfall victory, and he retains the TNT Championship. So Sammy Guevara is still the TNT champion. These guys had a banger of a match on Rampage, and it looks like Andrade is already fed up being a part of the Hardy family office. He shouldn't even be a part of the Hardy family office. I don't know, man. I love that we get these championship matches. I love Sammy Guevara being the TNT champion with these open challenges. But again, I kind of reiterate what I said with Jade. He needs to have an actual feud.
If they can just rid AEW of this Hardy family office thing, I would greatly appreciate it.
We need to have the Hardy family office leave now. Please.
Please, that's all I ask. Just please call. I don't understand the appeal of it. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something, and I don't know. I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's going.
It hasn't gone anywhere. That's the thing. It hasn't gone anywhere. I got no idea. I really don't. Well, what's been going on in the chat, guys? What are you guys doing? How are you? What's going on here?
I know what's good. Yeah, I'm having love connections.
You guys are going crazy. What's going on here?
I'm making sure I'm watching.
I saw a lot of fans saying, "Good question, Aiden." I want to scroll back up and kind of ask it to everybody. Who do you guys think is going to be that Forbidden Door surprise by Tony Khan that he will announce on TBS? I seriously got no idea. Tony Khan has these Forbidden Door surprises. I'm not even going to speculate because once it happens, if it happens, I want to be surprised for sure. So I'm gonna say, and I don't know, but I'm just gonna be very, very excited at the end of the day. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. What you think about it?
I'm just gonna sit there and watch, and hopefully, I don't get disappointed. That's all.
Last time, well, I don't know. The last time a Forbidden Door, like a legit Forbidden Door thing happened. Well, the last time a legit Forbidden Door thing happened was technically speaking, Brody King. Because I mean he was signed with Ring of Honor before everything kind of went down.
Yeah.
So technically Brody King. And that was great. I mean, we knew it was coming, but we thought it was coming a week prior, and it didn't happen. And all of a sudden, no. Then the week after that, when it actually did happen, everybody was super surprised, and it was an awesome moment. But I don't really like predicting the Forbidden Door stuff anymore. I kind of just like sitting back, watching, and enjoying the product. I've tried predicting stuff and when it happens before, and I don't like it. I like it when I get stuff right, but I'd like it if I actually, stop predicting sometimes and just actually enjoy the product for what it is. So this is what I'm doing for that one. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy and watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really done anything to make me really fearful. So I mean, I can't imagine it'd be something bad. So I mean,
yeah.
Just
I think the last time when everybody was kind of just disappointed in some kind of like debut in a way was actually, and you're probably gonna find this surprising. You weren't watching AEW at this time, but when Christian Cage came in, well, here's the thing. Tony Khan kind of, he kind of hyped up that return very, very, like in a very, very big fashion kind of way. He was saying like a huge legend was signing with AEW. Like this is something we've never ever seen before. This is something nobody would ever really think of. This person coming to this company is going to be absolutely mind blowing. And then it was Christian. And not saying that Christian is like anything like not mind blowing or anything like that, but it was right after his Royal Rumble appearance, like the first Royal Rumble appearance, where like where he and Edge kind of like hugged and embraced, like that Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was only that one, like one-time appearance at the Rumble, he wasn't technically under contract. So Tony Khan made the call, and he had Christian show up in AEW, and that's where Christian kind of debuted and did his thing. Then yes, they didn't. The fans did make it worse by when people were saying it was going to be Brock Lesnar or The Rock. Nobody really like. I did not believe that for a single second, and I believe nobody would ever believe that, but people did. But Tony Khan also kind of made it a little too good to be true too, when they were saying like this big legend is signing with AEW and it's something never been done before, and it turns out to be Christian. So
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I guess it's just open to interpretation.
Yeah, I wasn't watching during that time, so I don't know.
But yeah, so and not saying Christian's doing some good things right now with Jurassic Express, but the way that he was trying to like introduce Christian into the company, people were like, "Okay, let's see who's it gonna be," and it was like, "Oh, hi Christian, what's up?" He just walks to the ring, signs a contract, drops it in the ring. It's pretty much what everybody was doing, like at the crowd and everything. Like he just walks out. He walks out. Like a contract was just sitting in the middle of the ring. So, like, the commentators are saying, all right, it's time to find out who's this big signing's going to be. And, Christian's music hits. The AEW version of Christian's music. And everybody was cheering. Everybody was happy. But it was just like, just a normal cheer. Like you would hear at any other wrestling event. And then he just walks into the ring. He picks up the contract, looks at it, like tilts his head a little bit, signs it, drops it, and he walks it back. And that was it. And we didn't hear anything. No wording from him. No nothing. He just signs it, walks it back. That's it. And then like maybe 2 weeks later, we actually had some words by Christian. But like, yeah, it was just it wasn't underwhelming, but we're like, okay, it's Christian. Hi, buddy.
Wow.
But yeah, I got way too off track there, but yeah, regardless, whoever is going to be that Forbidden Door entrant or just something for AEW, another signing. It just let's be real. It's going to be another signing. Whoever's going to walk through that door is going to be another one. I'm just going to be very excited. So we'll see what happens. Loved it. And loved this match between Sammy Guevara and Isiah Kassidy. It's honestly a really good match to watch, though, dude. If you have the time, go check it out. Once the matchup is done and over with, we see Andrade and Hardy hit the ring, and they threaten a post-match attack on the TNT champion. But before anything can happen, we hear Darby Allin's theme hit. And he's out there. He looks like he was getting into a face-to-face altercation with Andrade, because Andrade has been trying to sign Darby Allin into the Hardy family office, or the Andrade Hardy family office. They were just staring face-to-face at each other, and it looked like Darby was about to shake his hand, but he stands next to Sammy Guevara, and they fight off the Hardy family office. So, there we go. And also, Darby Allin, he stares back at Sammy. He pats the 2 TNT championships that are on Sammy's shoulders. I don't know why he's still holding 2 TNT championships.
Yeah.
He's not called the undisputed TNT champion anymore. Just call him the TNT champion. But he's still holding both belts. And then he just runs to the corner and stands on the second turnbuckle and just starts celebrating. So that can either be a sign of approval, or we might be having our next feud in the works between Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin. I'll give you it. I'll give you that money to see a Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara match.
Yes.
Please, I want it.
That would be great.
Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara Revolution. Book it, Tony. Book it, DK.
That would be great.
Well, in all honesty, though, I'd really like to see those two go at it.
Yeah.
Darby Allin is a former TNT champion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They definitely can do that feud then. Yeah.
Why you weren't thinking that it could be done at first?
No, I just thought it wouldn't be as believable, but since he's already been at that point, might as well.
Okay. But yeah, he's been a former TNT champion before. The guy is an absolutely great in-ring talent. So I just want to see it. Plus everything that we can see from those two, especially with their high flying skills, Darby Allin is just no I don't give a fuck mentality, and Sammy Guevara is just always going out there to try to have the best match possible.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Definitely something to see.
We then had QT Marshall in a video package, and he is sending someone for Hook. He's saying, fuck send Hook. I'm going to send someone to Hook, and this guy is going to be just the one guy that can actually take Hook down. I'm like, I'm sorry, QT, but that's not going to happen. If you're going to send somebody like an Aaron Solo to Hook, you got another thing coming, because Hook's going to run right through him. So whoever QT Marshall has for a Hook, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
Got to do better than that.
Hook is that damn good. And this is not me just being a Hook mark. It's legit fact. Hook is great in the ring. I even got Loth into Hook. That's how good he is.
That guy's nice. That guy's pretty good.
If Loth is in the Hook, you know it's real.
That's facts.
And it's not just me being a mark.
That's facts.
We then had Layla Hirsch attacking Chris Statlander backstage. We shoot backstage to see Tony Schiavone standing with Chris Statlander. He asked about the issues with herself and Layla Hirsch lately, and she mentions that how this is professional wrestling and not amateur hour. And even though she's got a disorienting background about herself, the amateur wrestling style that she has, she needs to exhibit more professionalism from now on. Before she can say anything else, here comes up Layla Hirsch, and she blasts Chris with a steel chair shot to the back and follows up with some kicks on the chair to her midsection and also to her face. She put the steel chair onto her face and stopped it. She just did not care at this point. she walks off, and Red Velvet comes in for the save. So I don't know what the heck's going on here. Layla Hirsch, Chris Statlander, they're having their own kind of mini thing going on. Red Velvet lost to Layla Hirsch last week on Dynamite.
Wow.
Just have Chris Statlander beat Layla and just get this off my television. Because honestly, at this point, I really don't care. It's a mini feud for the women, and I get that, but the two things that really should matter right now, and the two things we really should be focusing on when it comes to rivalries and feuds here, are the TBS Championship rather, and the AEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't like any of these three women. You just saw that I want Chris Statlander to go up against Jade Cargill. Red Velvet, she's also another one. But it's another random ass feud that we just have here.
I feel that.
We then had Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez. And just by the name value alone, you're like, holy shit.
I kind of wish I saw that too.
This could be good. It was a good match. It was a very good match. But this is where the fourth ever disqualification finish in AEW history took place.
Wow.
So we had. Okay, let me. Okay, Jesus. This match was longer than I thought compared to the actual writing here. We had Excalibur was talking during a mid-commercial break as the action then continued in the ring with Martinez starting to take over the offense. We returned from the break and see the action in progress. The match spills out to the ring. and to the floor where Mercedes Martinez ends up, and she hits right in the midsection, causing the disqualification to take place. This is the fourth ever disqualification in AEW history. Thunder Rosa wins by disqualification. A very, very good match. And Loft, this attack here with the lead pipe, this was planned by the AEW Women's World Champion Britt Baker.
Oh, why would she do that?
After, yeah, see, so here we go. After a so we had a vignette happen, and as soon as we get back from that video package, we see Tony Schiavone standing with Mercedes Martinez. Schiavone asked about her actions moments ago, and she begins to explain to them, listen, I don't care if I win, if I lose. The only thing I care about is Britt Baker and that AEW Women's World Championship. So Britt Baker then approaches her and interrupts her. She says, she tells Martinez that a disqualification was not part of the deal. Martinez then explains herself, and then Baker tells her, next time, I want you to finish the job so she won't ever come after for her championship. She meaning Thunder Rosa. After this, we head to commercial break, and our main event is up next. Britt Baker called on Mercedes Martinez to get the job done. Obviously, the disqualification was not the way that she wanted it, but it looks like we have our next thing happening for AEW Revolution. Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker. It's happening. We're finally getting the feud, or at least the build for it.
I would like Thunder Rosa to win.
I would too.
I think that would be good. I think that would be great, actually.
I think it's time. I think it's finally time that we have a new AEW Women's World Champion. You guys know how much I love Britt Baker so much. And you guys are probably saying, what the hell, Phil? You love Britt Baker. Why would you ever want her to lose the championship? I just think it's time. There's a time and place for everything now, guys. There's a time and place for everything. Britt Baker has had an amazing championship reign. But it's time.
I feel that.
One quick question before we get into this amazing FTW championship match. How do you think all of this has transpired so far with her as AEW Women's World Champion? Have you liked her reign? Have you kind of felt indifferent? Or have you just not cared for it at all?
I'm kind of in the middle.
Okay.
It hasn't been the worst, but it hasn't been the best to me. I've just been watching. Really, I don't really have a feeling towards it anymore. I just am for.
Are you almost towards the Roman Reigns side of it?
Oh no!
Is it anything like the Roman Reigns thing to you? No. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say
no. Because then I would be genuinely angry at Britt Baker, and I'm not there. So I'm not there. Not there at all.
Okay, good. Because I wasn't saying like anything about this being anything like the Roman Reigns title reign either, but considering how long, actually, let's take a look at how long she's had this championship. Because honestly, that's a pretty good question to ask, especially for people that don't really know the championship reign all that well.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Come on, load up, please. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. 247 days.
Sheesh.
Which makes it the second longest reign for the world for the women's championship in its history.
Wow.
The longest is Hikaru Shida's reign at 372. She held it for over a year at one point.
Wow.
Shida won the Women's World Championship on May 23rd, 2020 at the Double or Nothing event. And then it was Britt Baker that actually beat Rosa at that Shida at that event to become the champion. So she's been champion ever since Double or Nothing 2021.
Wow.
And had the championship since all that time.
That's a while. Definitely a while.
Oh yeah. And now it's finally time for her to lose it. And this is just going to be a great time. It's going to be a beautiful thing seeing Thunder Rosa as champion. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great thing. And the thing is, Britt Baker taking a loss to Thunder Rosa, not going to hurt her a single bit.
I don't think so.
She's built a pedigree for herself that it's not bulletproof. Trust me, because Thunder Rosa having a loss over Thunder Rosa, it's big, but she's not going to lose any type of power over this.
Oh no, I don't think so.
It's going to be a great match anyway. Great match, and you're just going to put somebody over. That's it.
I assume it'll be good. Just have a change of pace.
Right. Plus, we can have so many other great matches with Thunder Rosa as champion, too.
Yeah.
So many different types of matches, too.
Yeah.
TNT Championship match. Sammy Guevara nope, not that one. Nope. FTW Championship on the line. My bad, guys. We had Ricky Starks defending against Jay Lethal. This match is fantastic, Loth. If you saw this match from beginning to end, you know this match is great. This match, oh my god.
This was freaking awesome.
Ricky Starks is fantastic. Jay Lethal is out of this world.
I want him to win so bad.
I honestly did too, but I love Ricky Starks so much. I honestly didn't care who won because at the end of the day, we were just going to get a masterpiece.
That's true.
So my phone's fucking up right now. I really don't need to look at my phone for this match. At the end of the day, this match was great. We had an amazing finish, Loth. We were going for a lethal injection by Jay Lethal, but mid-move, he catches him and hits a Rochambeau in one fluid, quick motion that seemingly looked like it was like a reversal out of a video game.
That's exactly what it looked like. It was perfectly timed. That was great.
Perfectly timed, absolutely clean as hell. I don't know if these guys practiced that shit or if that was just a one-time thing, But man, Ricky Starks is somebody that we need to see more on AEW television, and that's just the cold hard truth.
Yeah.
This kid is absolutely fantastic.
Oh my god. That was really good.
But I already see people on Twitter, and I did see people on Twitter during this match. Jay Lethal buried once again. Guys, stop.
Isn't that like his first
He's
loss?
not buried.
Is that like his first loss?
In 2022, yes.
Huh.
In 2022, yes, but he had lost in 2021 before, when he was like 1-2 to start off his career in AEW. But that was his first loss was the TNT Championship match against Sammy Guevara, his debut. He won on an episode of Dark, and then during the tail end of the year, he lost again, I believe, on an episode of AEW Rampage or another episode of AEW Dark Elevation. And he lost, and that was the tail end of the year. And then we started off again in 2022 with a whole new record. So he was 1-2 in 2021, and now he's like, I believe, 2-1 in 2022. He's not buried.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen,
I don't get why people say he's buried.
This is I told y'all this was going to be my issue with AEW in the future. You have so many superstars on this roster. Eventually, everyone can't win. Everyone can't win. So you have so many superstars on this roster to where someone that you believe should have won the match is going to lose. You're going to have two superstars in a match, and none of them should be able to lose just because
he's 4-1 in AEW. My bad.
See, and that's like that. Yeah, no. That's going to be my issue coming to AEW as time goes on, if stuff doesn't change over there, because it's just like you're going to have way too many superstars over there, man. You're going to have way too much. There's going to be too much stuff to look out for. I'll say that, because you can't have 46 people on the roster at once that deserve to be world champion, because only one can be. So all those 45 other people are going to be, quote unquote, buried, as the people say. When the term burial is used when it shouldn't be.
It's way overused, dude. It's way overused. Jay Lethal is not buried.
He just lost. Everyone has to lose eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, Jay Lethal knows where he is in this company. He knows what he was brought in to do. And the thing is, he knows he's not at the tail end of his career, especially with the way he performed tonight. But when Punk signed in with this company, and I'll relay it back to Jay Lethal in a second, but when Punk signed up in this company, he knew what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Punk signed up in this company to help put the younger talent over. And yeah, sure, okay. He was undefeated up until the point where MJF beat him on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But just because he was beating legitimately everybody that he was in the ring with does not mean that every single person that he was in the ring with was buried. His first match back at All Out, oh yeah, Darby Allin's buried. How?
Yeah, no.
How? His first match back, he chose Darby Allin as his first match back in 7 years.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal, he knows where he is in this company. He knows where he is in his career. He knows how he's going. He knows his place. You can't just say that he's been buried, that he's been burying people, or he's been buried because of the way that he's been treated. He lost tonight. He had his first loss in 2022 tonight.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I understand your point, Loft, where it's like everybody here has like there's going to be so many people in this company that are like high profile superstars that should be a world champion, but when people can't be because there's only one guy.
Yeah.
But people just gotta stop using the word buried when it does not apply.
I don't understand that one.
4-1 in AEW and he's buried. Okay. How does that make sense?
I don't understand that one, man. Not at all. That's a new one.
Next thing people are going to say is Mark Henry's buried. Mark Henry hasn't even had a match yet in AEW, or he never will. I don't think he ever will.
Yeah,
He's 0-0 in AEW. He's not buried, but I know people will say it.
Can you bury commentators?
On commentary, you could probably bury other commentators.
Huh.
Taz could just probably go off on Chris Jericho and bury his ass. Because we all know Taz, he just goes off at times.
That's it.
I mean, Shane McMahon openly buried. Who the heck was the other producer of the Rumble this year? Jamie Noble.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
he openly buried Jamie Noble. That's a whole other story, but
yeah.
Sabotaging the Rumble for his own gain. Great stuff there, Shane. And now everybody's legitimately going to Tony Khan and like legitimately saying, "Hey, I know you like signing everybody, but do not sign Shane McMahon. Do not sign Shane." Legitimately, people are texting Tony, telling him to not sign Shane McMahon.
I would be floored if he even tried something like that.
McMahon versus McMahon, company versus company.
I would be floored if he just came
that
on there.
That would be insane.
What show was that? What show was that when, like, I don't know what year it was, but Vince was on Raw or something, and then it cut to the Titantron, and Shane was like, "I'm on this show now. I can't."
He bought WCW.
That's it. He bought WCW.
He bought WCW.
Yeah. He's gonna do that again. Do the freaking WCW angle again.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in AEW." He's like, "Ah, you must."
Vince just starts losing it.
It's like, we just did this.
Did this 20 years ago. Here come now you try it again.
And yes, Mark is a producer now in AEW, but trust me, being a producer doesn't matter, especially if you're Shane McMahon, because he also buried another producer in Jamie Noble. So it don't matter. You can get buried wherever you are in the company.
You're never safe from the burial.
You're never safe. There's a reason why people have golden shovels or anything like that for a reason.
Yeah.
That was a bad time with Triple H too, and oh my god.
That was really bad.
Hey, but Triple H, obviously Triple H learned his lesson, but nah, he can't even do anything now because he lost all power. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, guys, that was your AEW Rampage portion of the review. If you guys only came for AEW Rampage, I thank you guys for joining. But obviously, if you guys want to stick around for Friday Night SmackDown, and we did Rampage first, because honestly, Rampage was a better show.
Yeah.
Rampage was the better show for the 1 hour that it was on, and Lop only probably caught like 20 minutes of it. But yeah, guys, we have Friday Night SmackDown to take care of now. We have the Women's Championship already decided for WrestleMania. First, Charlotte chose Sasha, and then all of a sudden it's Ronda saying, "Nah, I'm choosing you now." Because first of all, no, I want to talk about that now, because I really don't want to talk about it at the end of the show. So we're just gonna talk about it now, off. Because this is just so goddamn confusing to me. I was watching this on live, and people were saying, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." I'm like, wait, what happened? And then all of a sudden, Sonya said, "Well, Ronda said, hey, she told me this, she told me that, and apparently Ronda's choosing Becky. I'm like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
No. When did that happen? When did that happen? Last time I saw Ronda and Becky have an interaction, she almost broke her goddamn arm because she did a judo throw. No, she did not choose Becky. She did not. And everybody's saying, yeah, she did. She chose Becky. I'm like, when? People were like, a second ago. I'm like, she's not here. She can't choose Becky. And then she's like, all right, well, just because she chose Becky, Charlotte, you get to choose your WrestleMania opponent. Why?
Like, why are we giving all these privileges?
First of all, I thought that was only if Charlotte won the Royal Rumble. Because she did say that. She said, if I win the Rumble, I get to choose my WrestleMania opponent. So I was like, okay, well, there's another fucking logic gap right there. Second off, Ronda has to choose.
That's my confusion. I'm like, huh? How is she allowed to do that?
She can't just choose. So she just chooses Sasha, which I'm like, okay, just gonna get another Sasha Charlotte feud. Sasha's great and all, but I can't stand another Sasha Charlotte feud. And then Ronda comes out, no expression on her face whatsoever. She's walking out there, just being Ronda. And she's just like, hey, I don't know about you guys, but I think I know the rules of the Rumble where I actually have to choose my opponent. And I'm like, yeah, so do it now, please, so we can get it over with. And then she's like, listen, Charlotte, you did say one good thing. You did say one thing that was actually right. My priorities have changed now or whatever she was saying. And then she's like, you know what, screw it. I'm choosing you. And I'm like, okay, there you go. We finally have it. And Charlotte, she just said this random ass line. I don't even know if this was scripted or I don't know if she was just going off the cuff. But she's like, hey, while you go love on your baby in the back with on the tour bus or whatever the heck, I got my baby right here, and she is prettier than yours. I was like, what?
I'm like, well, that's just me.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why do we have to bring in the babies to all of this? Like, what's this about? And then Sonya's like, hey, first of all, you have a bad temper. Second off, I'm the boss. I tell you what to do. You don't tell yourself what to do. So at the end of the day, you just need to leave. And then Ronda's like, screw you, bitch. I'm gonna judo throw your ass. I'm gonna get you in the armbar position. Ronda's just gonna not Ronda. Charlotte's just gonna leave, and then she just snaps the arm back. I'm like, okay, what just happened here? What just happened?
Like, how do you write that? All right, WrestleMania. All right, my championship belt is prettier than your daughter. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, what?
What are you talking about? Why would you say that? So
Deville gets put in the armbar, and then SmackDown goes off the air with Charlotte and Rousey just staring at each other. I mean, just great stuff there, guys. I don't get it, man, but we do have the match. It's Charlotte versus Ronda. It's happening.
Yeah.
The rumors or the reports were true. It's happening.
Here comes fun.
But here's the thing. Next week Ronda's only going to be on SmackDown from now on.
Oh, nice. So
she's only going to be on Friday Night SmackDown. But I still have a feeling that Becky, she's not going to be happy that she chose Charlotte that Ronda chose Charlotte over Becky. And At the end of the day, I think we might see something again with these guys. I honestly think we see something between the three of them again.
Wait, does this mean Becky goes in the chamber technically?
Technically, either she'll have to defend the championship in the chamber or her challenger will have to be chosen from the chamber. Technically. But the way things were going, Brock already chose Roman, but Brock is in the Elimination Chamber, and normally we have to find a number one contender for the WWE title because that wasn't chosen. So it can honestly be anything. But the way this should go is 6 women that are not Becky Lynch should get inside that chamber and fight for a shot at Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. That's what should happen. Will it? Who knows?
All right, so who do you put in that chamber then?
Who is at 6? I'm glad you asked that because honestly, I kind of want to go through that right now with you. Yeah. Let me just go to the WWE current roster section for Monday Night Raw. All right. So we got Alexa. I'm just going to read out the roster. Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Carmella, and these are just people not as a champion. Mm-hmm. Dana Brooke, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Nikki Ash, Queen Zelina, Rhea Ripley, Tamina. Oh, wait, and that's it, actually. Wait, what?
Oh, my God.
Okay, so Tamina, Rhea, Queen Zelina, Nikki ASH, that's 4. Liv Morgan, Doudrop, that's 6. Dana, that's 7. Carmella, that's 8. Bianca, that's 9. And Alexa Bliss, that's 10. Yeah.
Wow.
There's only 10 other people on that roster besides Becky Lynch. And who would I have in that chamber? So 6 people. Bianca, Liv, Rhea, that's 3. Oh my God, wait, that's only 3. And I went through that entire roster again. We'll probably have Doudrop in there, that's 4. And I don't want to put the tag champions in there. Okay, so Bianca, Liv, Rhea, Doudrop, Nikki, ASH, and Alexa. Says Corbin. That's if Alexa's back. And Nikki, I mean, I guess that would kind of work considering the Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH story. Because, you know, there's usually like mini rivalries inside the chamber anyway. Yeah. That's usually how they always do it. Honestly, those 6 would be pretty good.
Now, book a winner. Go!
Book a winner? Jesus. It would probably be Bianca. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's Bianca. Out of that 6. Second would be Rhea. 3 would be Liv. 4 would be Alexa. 5 would be Nikki. And then 6 would be Doudrop.
I need Bianca to get back at WrestleMania so I can breathe, because I promise if that match doesn't happen at WrestleMania, and even worse, if Becky ends up winning that match, that's why I want her to defend it in the chamber. I want the biggest chance of her losing the belt.
Well, don't forget, Becky is having Lita out of the Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lita. So I'm hoping to God Lita wins, but
we just want Lita to win so bad, but yeah. I don't know.
I haven't.
I'm praying to the gods and to all the gods that are possible, but we'll see. But yeah, those are the 6, and then obviously Bianca to win that. But yeah, this was just a very, very awkward, random ass, well, not random, but just terrible segment to end the show. Ronda still can't talk. She still looks like she does not want to be there.
She was smiling extra hard. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know what happened backstage, but she was actually happy. So, I mean, and she was high-fiving the fans. I'm like, oh my God. Cool. I guess. I mean, I don't like her in the slightest, but at least looks like she's happy to be at her job for the time being. Goodness. Damn. I was getting tired for just walking out with the angriest.
Travis Brown was probably backstage, and
oh, is that what made her smile?
probably. I mean, that is her husband.
Well, he needs to stay back there forever because.
Remember when Travis Brown was actually trying to get involved with everything during the whole Triple H and Stephanie story with her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just punches out a security guard and all of a sudden everything is happening.
Everyone's just brawling backstage. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden we thought it was going to be Travis Brown and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie and Triple H, and all of a sudden it turned out to be Kurt Angle.
I hated that freaking match. Oh, I hated that match.
She was not bad in that match by any means, and that was her debut, but it was a Kurt Angle of all people in that match.
I think I just don't like when UFC fighters come to WWE. I think I just like gatekeeping professional wrestling. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if I should say that or not, but I don't care. I think
you can say whatever you want.
I just
like
I just want to gatekeep professional wrestling. I hate when UFC fighters come over here and they just run through the women's division. That doesn't make much sense to me.
Might want to tell Jeans that, because
Brock
or is Jeans just a different breed?
Brock's a different case because he's been here before. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah. I mean, he started here. He started here in 2002. So
yeah, he was a name when he came back in 2012. So people knew who he was. Ronda was a name in UFC, got her ass whooped, then came over here trying to wrestle. No, that's not how.
Thank you, Chris. By the way, for that. I think Chris Cyborg was the one to beat her.
I thought it was Holly Holm or one of them.
Or Holly Holmes. One of them. I know it was one of them. I think Chris has a win on her anyway, though. It was definitely probably Holly, though.
Whatever the other girl's name was, I don't know.
It was Holly Holmes for sure. I know she has a win over her, but I thought Chris Cyborg had one too.
Because she lost one and then just continued to lose, and then next thing you know, I'm hearing the Shrek song on freaking.
Riddle was in UFC.
Oh yeah.
But to be completely honest, I never even really seen him. I never even really seen any of his fights.
I watched one. It was very funny to watch, like seeing what he's doing now. But he was doing his job. I mean, he didn't look terrible.
I might actually just have to go on YouTube just to see him in that element, because honestly, I can't even really see it.
It's weird.
I know he was a part of UFC, but I just can't see it.
Really weird to watch, but it's definitely there.
And obviously, his in-ring style reflects that, but yeah. I just can't see it.
It was very weird when I first saw it, but it's definitely on YouTube.
All right, guys, let's actually start from the beginning of the show this time. I kind of want to just talk about that ending segment right away, because at the end of the day, it was just very weird and very awkward. But yeah. We started on SmackDown with none other than, of course, our tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Big man.
Here's the big dog. The big dog, tribal chief man. Yeah. Dog. Joe N-O-Y-E Reigns, Roman. SmackDown begins with the Universal Champion Roman Reigns making his way to the ring once again, accompanied by Paul Heyman and as well as the Usos. Heyman then says that they are here to acknowledge the truth. Heyman says that he deserved what Roman did to him by firing him and super punching him right square in the face. Heyman says that Lesnar made a mistake by challenging Reigns instead of accepting his place on Monday Night Raw. Heyman said that Reigns offended Heyman. Reigns offered Heyman the hand of forgiveness, and Heyman handed Reigns the WWE Championship, smashed Brock Lesnar in the face with it, and allowed Bobby Lashley to defeat Brock Lesnar and to become the WWE Champion. Heyman says WrestleMania will not have the champion versus champion match that he wanted. Reigns then stands with the championship belt when he is interrupted by the music of Bill Goldberg.
Yay.
He makes his way to the ring. Goldberg enters the ring, tells Reigns that he acknowledges him. I'm like, oh shit, we're going to have Goldberg in the bloodline. That's insane. That's an insane twist. He's like, as his next victim. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm actually kind of hyped for him being in the bloodline. That would have been sick.
Goldberg in the bloodline just comes out with
Goldberg in the bloodline. And then we just have Goldberg and Roman Reigns as tag team champions. They attack the Usos.
That's a crazy tag team.
We're getting Spear versus Spear. Just have Spearberg.
Spearberg.
There you go. Oh. Spearberg. Roman Reigns and Goldberg. Spearberg.
Crazy team to go against.
That would be too overpowered, dude. Especially Goldberg all the way back then. Imagine Goldberg, prime Goldberg.
Can't even win that.
Prime Goldberg, prime Roman Reigns.
WCW Roman Reigns. I mean, WCW Goldberg and Roman Reigns right now. Yeah, nah.
That's a wrap.
I was watching that.
Goldberg then officially challenges Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at the Elimination Chamber. Reports were true. Everything from Fightful Select came to fruition tonight. Goldberg is now officially facing Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. This was a match that was supposed to happen 2 years ago at WrestleMania 36, but due to COVID-19, pretty much shutting down that WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns taking time away from WWE to take care of his health from just with him in his system dealing with leukemia all those years ago, and obviously with COVID-19 being as bad as it was back then, he took some time off, and that is why we had Goldberg taking on Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship at that WrestleMania. But we get it now, and that's all that matters. Just get it over with.
Please.
Just do the spear versus spear, have like 10,000 spears, and then just pin. Because you know that's going to happen.
I'll tell you right now, if Goldberg beats Roman Reigns, I am going to laugh.
That's 2 years wasted. Wow.
Yes. I don't even like Roman being champion, but that is one of the, oh my gosh, I would laugh so freaking hard, bro.
That is 2 years wasted, and I'm not going through that.
Bro, JD would have a full explode, like his whole body might decombust.
If you guys know JD from NY, you know exactly what we're talking about. He would legitimately combust on stream.
That would just be a full body decomposition at that time.
But the thing is, with the way that he is right now, I don't even think he'd be mad. But he hasn't been yelling as of late, so I think I think this would honestly bring his yelling back.
Yeah.
This would definitely bring his yelling back if Goldberg actually beat Roman in the Elimination Chamber in 3 weeks.
Like Goldberg just ran through him, no competition, just run.
Well, the thing is, we can't even say that Goldberg is an easy loss. Roman's gonna easily beat Goldberg, because Goldberg beat the Fiend in Saudi.
Yeah.
Goldberg beat Kevin Owens. That's not in Saudi, but
didn't he beat Brock that 1 year, like easily?
He beat Brock Lesnar on his comeback Survivor Series. easily.
And that match was like a squash, damn near.
Yeah. So we can't even really say that Roman has an easy win. Like, honestly,
this could get bad.
Yeah, like that's why I'm bringing it up, because it honestly can get bad. It can get bad.
Ooh, I would laugh. Oh, I want to laugh. I want that. That would be a really, really good laugh. Goldberg just boom.
And you guys know how much I've been trying to push this Roman. Well, I haven't been trying. Well, especially now, I haven't really been trying to push this Roman Reigns agenda. But he can't lose at Elimination Chamber, guys. And this is not just me being a fan of Roman. He can't lose at Elimination Chamber. He just can't. I won't allow it. I won't. I don't know what I'm gonna do to not allow it, but I won't allow it. I can't do it.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in order for it to not happen, but it's not happening.
That'll be something.
I can't let it happen, man. I can't.
That would definitely be something.
Just me showing up there, interfering, attacking Roman so that he can keep the championship by DQ.
I don't know, man.
The first match of SmackDown tonight, 90 seconds. If 90 seconds. Ricochet beat Ridge Holland. This match is fucking pointless.
That was well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The show started and I had my stream on. I went to the kitchen to get my food. As soon as
Did you miss the entire match?
Yes.
Okay.
I come back and I walk past the screen and I see the chat just like I'm like, what happened? I look at the screen and the match is over. I'm like, what? I'm like, who won? Ricochet. I'm like, okay, I'm happy he won, but how? I put something in the microwave and came back and then it's just over with. I'm like, okay. Then I sit down. Oh, tag team match.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna go over Ridge Holland and Ricochet's match because it was just way too quick to call. But commercial break happened, and then all of a sudden Michael Cole is saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, during commercial break, Adam Pearce showed up, and he's saying, oh yeah, tag match, playa, boom, done." He didn't say that, but shout out to Teddy Long. Cesaro and Ricochet takes on Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Sheamus and Cesaro were actually in their tag partners' corners during this match, so they got an easy 90-second payday or whatever until, and then honestly after that, 3 minutes after that 90 seconds, they get another payday because there's a match that they're involved in. Sheamus and Ridge Holland win this one. So 50-50 booking for Ridge Holland at its finest.
Yeah.
Lose the singles match but wins the tag match. And the thing is, Holland got the cover. Holland got the cover. Not that it matters, but
that had to be one of the most pointless sequences in the last 2 years. Get someone, please give Ricochet some more time as a solo superstar.
They're not doing it, bro. They're not going to do it.
Oh.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because he's not the size of Roman. He's not the weight of Roman.
Oh.
And at the end of the day, he made his name in other companies or on the independent scene. And that's just facts. And that's facts. Vince does not care about indie darlings or people from other promotions coming to WWE.
So much.
Why do you think Ricochet has not been anything in this company thus far?
I wish I knew. I really wish I knew.
Well, on the main roster, I'll say.
Oh yeah, the NXT.
Because in NXT, he was North American champion, and he was great.
Yeah.
But on the main roster, he hasn't done shit.
He had one of the most forgettable U.S. championships. Someone told me he was U.S. champion. I was like, when was that?
He was not. He was not.
Yeah, he had the belt. I saw the picture.
No, that had to have been Photoshop because he was not United States champion.
Don't look. I didn't believe it either. So I was like, huh. I have no recollection of this.
He was not United States champion. Trevor Mann was not United States champion.
He had to, unless that picture was extremely well.
Trevor Mann was not United States champion. When was he United States champion? What the hell? There's no way he was United States champion.
That's how it went.
Who did he beat?
I don't know. Samoa Joe.
He beat Samoa Joe. Oh my god, I remember that now.
Oh my gosh.
That's no wonder why. It was at Stomping Grounds.
Wow.
Stomping Grounds 2019 with that. Oh wow, look at this. An attendance of 6,000. What kind of show was this? What kind of arena were they in? For only 6,000 people. Ricochet defeated Samoa Joe for the United States Championship in 12 minutes and 25 seconds. What the fuck? When?
Wow.
This Stomping Grounds pay-per-view was insane. What the hell? Okay. This is not a Stomping Grounds review, but I have to read this out. Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans. Kevin and Sammy versus The New Day. Ricochet and Samoa Joe. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Roman versus Drew McIntyre. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. And then Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin.
Wow.
Oh, and let's not forget, Lacey Evans was a special guest referee in that match.
Can't forget that.
And I believe the next pay-per-view was Extreme Rules, where they had where they had that mixed tag team match, Becky and Seth versus Baron and Lacey. What's up?
Did you see what Tony Khan confirmed an hour ago? I think I'm pretty sure you did.
We're breaking news. We're breaking news.
It's on his Twitter.
Oh no!
It's nothing like we don't know, but it's something we don't know. You know.
Is it okay? Big announcement for AEW Dynamite that we reference on hashtag AEW Rampage. Here we go, a free agency debut. Person walking through the forbidden door are one and the same. They're walking in the door, signing a contract, and then slamming the door shut Wednesday on Dynamite. Oh no. Oh no. And then all of a sudden, look at this. Tom Brady is all elite.
Oh God. Please no.
Oh, I don't know if you saw this on my TikTok, but did you see Karrion Kross's picture?
Yeah, he has like hair now.
That's not what I'm talking about. Karrion Kross posted a thing on Twitter.
What else did he post?
Uh-oh. This is another breaking news for Loth here, people.
What else did he post?
Oh boy, you're gonna be excited. Or
I saw the picture with him with the hair. I was like, okay.
This has significance because that was Chicago that he's standing in front of.
Okay.
Chicago was last week's AEW Dynamite location.
Is Carrion the Forbidden Door?
He could be.
Hmm.
That's what people are speculating right now.
Interesting.
People are also then saying it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be Killer Cross versus CM Punk. I'm like, guys, I'd love that, but let's first have Killer be in AEW. Let's first have Killer in AEW before even booking in a match with Punk.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Chicago, and that was where AEW was on Wednesday. And he posted that picture at 10:04 p.m. as soon as Dynamite went off the air.
Well,
it looks like it's going to happen, but we don't even know if that's going to be him. But his 90-day no compete clause did expire like 3 days ago, as of this recording. I don't know, something to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Something to think about. But there are so many other free agents here in this pool that it can honestly be anybody.
Yeah.
In another 60-minute match, or maybe even less than that, Jimmy Uso defeated Erik. Who cared? Who cared? What's the point of this, dude?
I'm not sure.
Yay, we get the tag team championship match at Elimination Chamber. The Viking Raiders are most likely going to lose. They deserve so much more.
I really want them to win too.
And that's another name, Erik, that people are also speculating on. Keith Lee.
I really don't want him over there. I really, really don't want that.
I think it's either going to be Keith Lee or Killer, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
In another match that was also kind of pointless and was almost just as short, but this match was longer than any of the other matches on this shit show. Aliyah versus Natalya again. Just get this shit off my television. And Aliyah won again.
I'm happy with that. Everything else is
by count out, though.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just happy she's on TV at this point.
Aliyah slips by Natalya, and into the ring she goes as the referee finishes the 10 count, and winner by count out, Aliyah. Get it off my TV. I like Aliyah. She has a promising future. Maybe. I have to say maybe because we don't know at this point. But she hasn't had a 5-minute match yet in this company. Or on the main roster.
Yeah.
She has not had an in-ring match of 5 minutes. I can't get a grip on her.
Something. I'm not sure where we're going, but something.
Well, is this another world record for Aliyah now? She's undefeated on SmackDown.
I need Natalya to stop coming out with that book like it's a world championship.
She's legitimately holding the book like a championship, and I
don't like that. That has to stop.
I'd be yelling right now, but I'm not gonna get mad at this company. I'm not gonna get mad at this company anymore. I'm just not.
I feel you.
Like, there's no reason to be mad at this company anymore. We're just existing, and we can't do anything about it. Oh, Natalya's been a jobber since she farted on Raw or SmackDown or whatever episode that was.
That's a crazy sentence.
Well, I mean, it happened. So when she farted, she became she became a jobber.
Wow.
And now people are laughing. And oh yeah, you can clip it. Natalya will block me in a matter of a week.
Oh, God.
We come back from commercial break, and Drew McIntyre makes his way out to the ring for his first SmackDown appearance in however long it was. Maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
McIntyre says that it feels good to be back. He says that the doctor told him that he would not be able to make it for the Rumble, but McIntyre worked as hard as he could in rehab to get that opportunity back. McIntyre said that he is focused now. All his focus is now on Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. That's your problem right there, Drew. Your first priority back as a SmackDown superstar is Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss?
Happy freaking Corbin.
Why? Okay. Corbin says that it was a miracle for McIntyre to make his return, but Corbin asked if it was all worth it just to end up in a failure. Corbin then asked if it was all worth. Madcap Moss then tries to sneak attack McIntyre from behind, but McIntyre then points his sword, just swings it backwards. Don't even care where Madcap is in the ring. He just swings it backwards, no care in the world. And Madcap just stomps in his tracks. McIntyre then specifically asked Moss to tell him a joke. Moss then tries to tell a joke, but McIntyre's like, nah, listen, dude, I've seen you dress like me. I've seen you try to do the impression. I want you to tell a Drew McIntyre joke. Go. Moss then tells a joke, and Corbin laughs. I don't even remember the joke. It was something about a WrestleMania main event. Something about being scot-free or whatever.
It was really bad. I didn't get
it. It was bad. All his jokes are bad, but this one was worse.
I had no idea what he was talking about.
Something about the main event being scot-free. How is that related to Drew McIntyre? I don't know.
Because Drew McIntyre's from Scotland. So they're saying Drew wasn't.
Wow.
I didn't get it until afterwards. I was like, oh wow, that's really
wow. And that's not me. That's not me laughing at the joke. That's me just laughing in absolute just disgust. Like, I'm legitimately disgusted that I actually figured that he actually told me that, and that's kind of clicking in my head now. So he tells the joke, Corbin laughs, and McIntyre laughs too, but then drops Moss with a Claymore. Your typical McIntyre shit. Like, the first priority he has back is against Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. That's your first fucking mistake.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing that.
Instead of, okay, Now, instead of Goldberg being here, why couldn't we just have McIntyre and Roman in the at the chamber?
That would have made sense. A little bit more, I guess.
But then, like, people were saying in my chat, "Oh my gosh, now that Madcap Moss technically kind of mentioned the main event of WrestleMania and Drew McIntyre's name, does that technically mean he's going to be inserted into the match?" No, and I would not want that.
Oh no,
I do not want that. If McIntyre was just randomly inserted, what good is that going to do? And how would he get there? How would he get there is the question.
I don't know.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be on Smack. I'm gonna grab the mic and I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I'm in the main event of WrestleMania now."
Just
No.
like that.
No.
Just like that.
You know what? Madcap Moss actually brought up something, a very good point last week. I'm gonna be in the main event of WrestleMania right now. No.
Not how any of that works.
But then again, Charlotte was going to choose her opponent for WrestleMania anyway, so she can just choose.
Oh.
Maybe McIntyre has that same kind of effect too.
Everyone can just do whatever they want. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters. You're right. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
Come back from commercial break and it's Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's a little tough for you to say there.
Because this championship means crap.
Oh my god.
And that's not my normal stutter. That's legitimately me just giving up.
It sounds like pure sadness, man.
Every time I watch SmackDown, I get more depressed.
Oh my god.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. And that's also another reason why I just can't do this anymore.
You just walked out. I'm like, oh, look at him, man.
And Shanky was with him.
Yeah, Shanky. That's my man.
But where the heck is Veer?
Main event.
Veer and Shanky. Right? Wasn't Veer with Shanky?
I think so. I mean,
I thought Veer was a Shanky, yeah.
I have no idea.
Veer is just going to be a totally different type of breed now. We won't even remember where he came from.
I have no idea.
Sami Zayn was on commentary for this match too. I believe Sami Zayn gets his Intercontinental Championship match next week or 2 weeks from now. I believe it's 2 weeks from now.
The day before Elimination Chamber, since he can't go over to Saudi.
That's right. So 2 weeks from now. Yep. So he'll have that match on the Friday Night SmackDown before Elimination Chamber. Mainly because he needs 2 weeks to recover after being cattle pronged or pretty much tased on live television. Oh yeah, Vince says, "Oh yeah, we don't show anything gory like AEW does when it came to that the Britt Baker Thunder Rosa match all those months ago on the St. Patrick's Day edition of Dynamite." But oh yeah, you can have somebody get tased on national television. Great. That's not gory.
Why was he allowed to come to WWE, but Sammy was not allowed to step foot where Johnny was? That's stupid. That's very stupid.
Sami Zayn can legitimately tase himself on TV. That's not called gory. Oh yeah, and also, burning a man alive in the Fiend, that's not gory, but the unsanctioned lights out match between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa was.
Randy put a screwdriver in Jeff's ear.
And that's not gory.
Yeah.
It's company.
Put a whole screwdriver in another man's ear.
And twist it too.
Then just continues the match like everything's cool.
Yeah. Sammy has to win in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. There's no that.
Okay, good. Shinsuke won. Big deal. I'm saying big deal and who cares in all of these matches so far, Woff, and that should not sit right with everybody.
Yeah, it's not good.
People should say, Phil, you have to go into the details of these matches. I would if they lasted long enough. And that's just a cold hard truth. If these matches lasted long enough, I would go into them.
Pretty much.
But if you want the ending, here it is. Mahal walks in a headlock. There we go. Headlock in like the last minute of the match. And he grounds Nakamura. He gets back up on his feet, hits a drop kick, and Nakamura hits a Kinshasa, covers for the 1, 2, 3. A drop kick into a Kinshasa. Great stuff there. Like
just like that.
Oh, and then we come back from commercial break, and it's Big E and Kofi Kingston. So Big E's now part of the New Day again, like we all kind of mentioned.
Yeah.
His solo career is officially over. Versus Los Lotharios. And the Walking L and Humberto Carrillo. And Angel. Garza. Not just Angel.
Well,
I'm not calling him just Angel. It's Garza.
The most beautiful finisher on SmackDown at this particular moment.
The wing clipper is absolutely fantastic. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love saying the Walking L and him singing the alphabet, but you know what? I can't sing the alphabet to Humberto tonight. Because this match was okay, but this match honestly was pretty good.
New Day can have a great match with a freaking cell phone. They're great. They're freaking great. They're freaking great. Man.
And honestly, Humberto and Angel were not looking that bad tonight.
No, they were there. They were there.
Yeah.
Definitely were there.
But and here's the thing, I don't even feel bad for the show at this point. I feel bad for the fans that are actually there.
Yeah, they're only hype at the tail end and at the very beginning.
Because I mean, you have Roman in the first segment, which is always great to see because people like legitimately love or hate Roman, so the crowd is always going to be hyped up for Roman stuff.
Yeah.
But you have a 90-second match with Rich Holland and Ricochet. Then you have like a 3-minute match in that tag match. You have like a 30-second match between Jay and Erik. And then Aliyah and Natalya, which is just a rerun.
Yeah.
Jinder and Shinsuke. Like these matches, like if I would only buy like a WWE show like to go to if the match card looked good.
Yeah.
This match card is not good. It's either tag teams in singles competition or just a random ass match or a rerun. And then you finally get into like the 5th match of the show and it's actually a good one. And who knows what happened in the dark match.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
But we come back from commercial break and Angel hit a leg drop and then hit a leg drop to the back of Kofi's head, and Humberto then tags in. Carrillo then hits a back suplex and covers for a 2 count. Humberto then goes up top, but Kofi then counters the moonsault, which the moonsault, wow, that moonsault was fucking beautiful.
Yes, it was.
That moonsault, listen, I'm telling you right now, Humberto, I know you don't get treated well in WWE, and honestly, I might actually play a shit ton of you in WWE 2K22, especially if you have that moonsault in there. But, and this is just a shot to Charlotte, so just get ready. Teach her how to do a moonsault.
Please.
Teach her how to do a moonsault. Out of everybody in this company, I'm trusting you to teach her how to do a moonsault. Because we're going to have a match between Charlotte Flair and Naomi next week for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And if I see a goddamn forsaken moonsault again, that's going to be absolutely terrible looking to see. Or, honestly, that's most likely just going to injure Naomi. I caught myself there. I'm going to combust. There, that's a better wording.
Yeah.
On stream. You guys don't know what I caught myself. I'm going to combust on stream if she lands a terrible moonsault. So let's figure that out. Humberto, I'm trusting you. Because I know we're going to get a Charlotte moonsault. We know it. we're going to get that Charlotte moonsault, or we're going to do the Andrade moonsault thing. You know the Andrade one.
Yeah.
And we're getting that one. So
she does. She always does that one.
So Humberto. Carrillo, please. Teacher.
Please.
Shout out to JD for that long Humberto wait. And then Carrillo. Because he does that, and I fucking love it every time he does it. But in all honesty, though, Humberto has an amazing moonsault, but it gets countered by Kofi Kingston. Angel then counters a big ending with a backstabber, which looked great. Kingston then tags in and oh shit, Angel, sorry, gets a roll up for a 2 count. Humberto then tags in and hits a missile drop kick and covers for a dramatic 2 count because the referee actually almost got 3.
Yeah.
And Cole was like, holy shit, I actually thought it was over too. Angel then hits a super kick and Big E makes a blind tag, hits a big ending. It's pretty much the midnight hour. And covers for the 1, 2, 3.
Match of the night.
Match of the night for sure.
For SmackDown, yes. At least.
Big E and Kofi Kingston win. I honestly don't know where they go from here. We're waiting for Xavier Woods. That's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Because Xavier Woods is still injured, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to figure all that out. I'm asking you this because I care about your opinion when it comes to the New Day. Care about everyone's opinion when it comes to the New Day, and I kind of want you guys to talk about this in the chat too, for the people that are here still. The New Day, overexposed or no?
I don't know.
I'm talking about the entirety of the New Day, like from its inception.
I don't think overexposed is the word. I think mismanaged is the better word.
Okay.
Because I think that I think WWE does this a lot. They have something good and then they insist on just hitting you over the head with it. But I think the New Day are one of those exceptions to where most stuff they can make it interesting. Most stuff, eventually you're gonna get one of those segments like Bobby's sisters. It's just gonna be like, what the hell is this? But
shout out to Max Caster.
yeah, God.
That
But then
was crazy when we figured that out.
yeah,
But go ahead.
That was a weird time, but whatever. Past that,
Yeah.
they still put on amazing matches and they still have really good feuds. Just outside of even the Usos, you know what I'm saying? I think they, at their peak, they bring a lot of energy to the show. Just because all three of them come out jumping around and stuff like that. But I do think they need a little bit of a rebrand. I think they should go more in the direction that they were about to go in. Like when Xavier first picked them up, when Kofi and E were tagging, they were trying to go for a serious thing, but the crowd just caught on. So they were like, all right, let's start dancing. If Xavier comes back and
that's when the crowd was doing the New Day sucks thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they were trying to be heels, but it just was not working because everybody loved them so much.
yeah. So like,
and then they kind of went to the back and they're like, okay, we have to rethink this now.
See, it's kind of slowed down now. So if Xavier comes back, he starts wearing the suits again. He's like, you know what? We're gonna start beating people up, And if they take a quote unquote shield route, I'm not saying like jumping through the crowd and powerbombing people, but just less theatrics and more just beating people's ass. I think you could even have some singles championships on them while they're still with the New Day. Because that's what I was trying to explain to people. The New Day are one of those teams that don't have to break up. Every team does not have to have a breakup. You know what I'm saying? You have the DX, you have the NWO. I even though as much stuff as the Shield went through, I don't think the Shield should have ever broken up. Even though how crazy the three of them have just went in three different directions. I don't think the
Did
Shield.
you like that plan B from the start or no?
I was enraged. I was, and that back then I used to
didn't even know each other at that time, so I've always kind of wanted to ask everybody that.
Yeah, I was heated. I hated the authority. So when Seth did that, I was like, yeah.
I was shocked as all hell at that time. I was like, oh my god. Because honestly, I thought it honestly would have been Roman Reigns to turn on them, if anything. Because he's a powerhouse of everybody.
Yeah, they were showing. I think they were trying to show clues that he was going to be the man for like a while. They were just keeping him back there and just waiting until they could push him down our throat. But I mean, I don't know, man.
But yeah, guys, that was the main event, and we talked about the whole Ronda, Charlotte, Sonya thing at the beginning of the SmackDown review. So that's it, guys. Good night, Josh. We're actually going to be getting out of here very, very soon. But yeah, guys, we are about to get out of here. It was just another ending of a wrestling week here in Wrestling Land, or whatever you want to say it as. Listen, it's just another ending. We're going to be starting again on Monday. Joyous. Sing to the Lord as we are going to be watching Raw. We have Raw. We have Tuesday's talk. We have a special guest coming on, which is good. And then we have Wednesday Dynamite, Forbidden Door, AEW debut happening. It's gonna be fun.
I hope.
And then we're gonna have SmackDown again, and Goldberg's probably gonna be there again, and so will Ronnie. So Ronnie's there too.
Roman, you're next.
Ronnie, Ronnie, you're next.
Shut up.
And you're gonna be champion versus champion.
He's breathing all over the mic. Stop it. Ew.
Ronnie. God damn it. Why do they both have to be on SmackDown? Like,
I wish I knew.
but then again, it's better if we just get them both on one night instead of both of them on both nights.
Yeah.
Imagine both of them on Raw and SmackDown.
I mean, for the first time in a while, Raw beat SmackDown as far as like who was the better show. And that's surprising as all hell.
Yeah, that's surprising as all hell. But honestly, I'd kind of agree. Crazy. For the past 2 weeks, Raw has not been that bad. And that's shocking to me.
I think they're trying to improve. And I know it takes one freaking week for it just to be complete garbage again. NXT is becoming more mature again. I don't like that feeling. But I'm trying.
That's why I stopped completely. Because
I don't know.
2.0 is just terrible.
Their tag team matches are killing me. I don't know why. Every time they start a tag team match, I just get tired. I'm not sure.
Did that whole Dusty Cup thing start yet?
Yeah, it's been. I think the semifinals or like the finals are next week. I think.
Let me take a look.
I'm pretty sure.
Let me see how bad this Dusty Cup tournament has been.
I got to see Cora and Raquel team up. I do have to see that. Okay, I forgot about that. I definitely got to watch NXT this week. Yeah.
Let me see how bad this Dusty Cup tournament's been.
It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been bad at all to me. I mean, I got my dark horses ready to go in there. My man Idris and what's his name? Blade. Malik.
Did Jacket Time get on there?
I think so.
Damn, Jacket Time. Okay, so MSK beat Jacket Time in the first round. Okay. Edris Enofe? Who the fuck is that? And Malik Blade?
They're coming.
They defeated Legado?
They did.
In 3 minutes?
It kind of hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It hurt a lot, actually. But
oh my god.
They're my dark horse.
Somebody had to have interfered.
I think so. I don't think that was a clean one. I think something happened. I forget. Something happened.
I thought I heard like Braun Breaker was involved or something like that, maybe. I thought I heard something of that nature. But there had to have been an interference because that just does not sound right at all.
They've been going crazy. I don't know, man.
Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs defeated the Creed brothers. Well, no, the Creed brothers won, beating Brooks and Briggs. Okay, good. And then the GYB defeated Chase University. Okay. MSK and then Malik Blade's team and Creed versus GYB. Okay. It's going to be MSK and GYB probably in the finals. Finals is happening on Vengeance Day on the 15th. Okay.
Oh, God.
MSK is winning the tournament. There, I said it.
No,
that's my prediction.
Please don't do it to me again.
That's my prediction.
No, please no. I can't deal with them again. They're good, but goodness gracious. They were champion when I started watching NXT.
GYV made it to the wait a second. No, MSK and oh my gosh. This really shows how bad the tag team division over in NXT was. Guess what the finals was of the last year's tournament?
MSK and who else?
GYV.
Oh God.
If we get this for a second straight year,
they might do it again. Yeah.
And MSK won last year.
Oh, they're going to 50-50 book this, huh?
They're going to 50-50 book this probably.
Oh, great.
Well, GYV has been severely underused in NXT for a very long time. So, honestly, having them win the Dusty Cup is not too bad of an idea, but 50-50 booking is terrible, especially when it comes to a tournament like this.
Oh,
so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to watch it regardless. I'll watch Vengeance Day because Vengeance Day is an actual NXT pay-per-view, but I'm not watching the weekly show anymore. I can't. That's why we do Tuesday Talk.
Premium live event, Phil.
Fuck premium live event. It's a pay-per-view. Don't say no to me. It's a pay-per-view.
I don't like premium live events.
A premium live event. What makes it more premium? You're still being shown on TV.
I have no idea.
You're still paying a ticket to go. What makes it so premium?
I wish I knew.
Oh, and they actually changed it on Peacock too.
Really?
Yeah, if you go on Peacock and you look on WWE and you go to what used to be known as the pay-per-view section, they changed it to premium live events.
Wow.
I'm like, you seriously have to change it on Peacock too?
Wow.
They're really trying to drive that home. It's not pay-per-view anymore, it's premium live event.
Vince had them back there just saying premium live event over and over again like they were in class.
I swear to God, Cole, if you say pay-per-view live on TV, you're going to get fired. We're going to push Roman Reigns to the premium live event known as SummerSlam.
Oh, God. You're sick to my stomach. Oh, and Roman Reigns fans. Roman Reigns fans. Roman Reigns is not the greatest of all time. Stop it. Stop it now. Shut up. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh. Turning on the camera.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't ever tell me Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. Shut up.
Who said that?
I keep hearing it, and I'm starting to get tired of it. It's starting to piss me off. Stop. Stop. This man has one championship run. Y'all think he's the best person to ever walk. Stop. Stop it. Is he
top
cool?
10 all time, calling it.
You have long hair and cool tattoos? Yeah, he's cool. He has a he's gonna be champion for the rest of my life, probably. I don't know. He's not the greatest of all time. Stop it. Thank you.
Just like the song my friend Nick made up as we were watching Roman at a live event. And I'm gonna sing it too, so watch out. Roman Reigns, the guy with a lot of hair. Roman Reigns, the guy who just doesn't care. Roman Reigns, you know who has got your back. Roman.
God.
I'm like, dude, you're fucking fantastic. Has a lot of hair, doesn't care, who's got your back. He never finished the song. We don't know what he was gonna rhyme with "Got Your Back," but those are the first 3 lines of the song. I'm like, the first of all, has a lot of hair and doesn't care. That's it. You can just end the song right there.
Yeah, there's 2 lines.
That's it. Because that's it.
Right there.
He does not care, and he has a lot of hair.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't care.
He doesn't care about this reign right now. Well, he does care about this reign right now, but he doesn't care about who he's going to be beating.
And another thing.
Oh, no, here we go.
Well, there was a report that came out that apparently, I think Phil said this in the beginning of the podcast, the morale is down in the company because everyone believes that only 4 people run the company. And this is what I've been trying to say this whole time. But everyone thinks I'm
Nick Khan and the Three Stooges.
No, that's not the point. People, you got to listen. If I say it, I've never worked in WWE ever. If Phil says it, if everyone else who is thinking correctly and using their mind sees that this company is run by 4 people, 2 men and 2 women. I forgot how to freaking count to 4. This is the issue. And now people who actually work there.
Who are the women? I don't even know 4 men.
Becky and Charlotte.
Wait a second. You're actually talking about talent. I was talking about executives.
No, I'm talking about 2 men, 2 women. You got Roman and Brock and Becky and Charlotte. Everything fluctuates between those 2 forever. That is the issue, I'm not a hater of Roman and Becky and Charlotte and all of them. I'm not a hater of them. I just use what I'm seeing with my eyeballs. That's it. If people who work there are saying the morale is down backstage because even they see that what I'm saying, this random freaking black college kid on a podcast is saying that no one cares about, then I'm not stupid. Phil is not stupid. Phil's not stupid. Not stupid. So stop. Use your eyes. Stop. I understand it's cool to be a fan. I love Jeff Hardy to the end of my days. I don't think he can do anything wrong in my eyes. But if that man was champion for 3 years and was just walking through everybody, I would say stop. Now, it doesn't make any sense. There's more people on this roster besides Roman Reigns and Charlotte and all of them. There's more people on this roster besides Brock Lesnar and freaking even Sasha. I love Sasha to the death of me, but they don't even care about her because she's losing at WrestleMania every year. So what's the fuck?
She's 0-6 at WrestleMania.
Every champion that I want to say some of the main champions. The two women's champions, the Universal Champion, and Bobby is about to drop the title to Brock.
Bobby's dropping the title in the Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just get that out of your heads. Bobby's not retained. Not with Matt Riddle. No. I know it'll be fun, but use your comments.
I want AJ Styles so bad, but I know it's not happening.
Eyes, you look at it. Just look at it. Look at it for what it. Don't look deeper. Don't try to find the dirt. No. They're showing you.
Don't wait and see. Don't wait it out.
There's no wait and see. It's over. We're done.
It's over. It's happening.
Roman Reigns is going to be champion for the next 20 years. It's over with. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's already written down. I'm going to be 40, and Roman Reigns is still going to be champion. Look, you got to accept it at this point.
We're going to be in old people homes together, and he's going to be champion.
No. So at this point, the only we can do is sit and cry. I mean, sit and watch. So,
sit and watch. Same thing. Same thing.
You got to realize this. If people backstage who work there are saying the same things I'm saying when I've never been to freaking Titan Tower or backstage to a wrestling show in my life.
I've driven past it. Never been inside.
Then we're not stupid and we're not wrong. We're not haters. We're not trying to be
I want to piss on the ashes when it burns down.
We're just using what we see. That's it. Now I'm done. That's my promo.
And don't be calling me a fucking mark either, you clowns.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
Or come talk to me. Now my promo's done. Damn it.
This guy calls me a fucking clown and a goddamn mark on my Karrion Kross video. Saying I legitimately just asked a question saying where do you think Karrion's going next? First of all, he says, Karrion's his WWE name. His name is Killer Kross. I'm like, oh, really? I didn't know that, bud. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Mark. Just go cry me a river. I'm like, you go cry me a river. Obviously, you don't care. So, scroll past.
One more thing. My promo's not done yet. One more thing.
Good. Let's go. Do it.
If you are a grown man or a grown woman, or however you identify, stop arguing about professional wrestling in a way to where you want to hit somebody. Stop. It's scripted. They wrote it down. Stop yelling at each other like ready.
What are you getting in your comments? I'm just getting called a mark.
My comments are cool. My comments are cool for the most part. If there's other stuff, I really don't see it. For the most part, I have positive comments, I think. But stop arguing with each other. Or it's cool to have a debate. I think the art of debating has left because as soon as someone goes against their opinion, stop it. It's called a conversation. It's called a debate. Not everyone's going to agree with you. Phil freaking loves AEW. I hate that shit. I don't want to choke Phil. It's not that deep. It's professional wrestling. It's entertainment.
We have good debates here and there with that. Yeah.
That's all. Debating does not have to turn into crying, an argument in the text. No, it's called a conversation. Not everyone's going to agree with you. Learn that, and then you will be a better wrestling fan and a better damn person. Everything ain't that deep, man. Everyone takes stuff so deep with this professional wrestling stuff, and it makes it worse for everyone else because now everyone's sensitive and everyone doesn't want to.
That's why everybody thinks wrestling TikTok is so toxic.
It's just wrestling. I don't care if you're 9 or 49. If you're 49 on TikTok about wrestling, that's tough. But I'm just saying, you just do your thing. Do your thing. Just don't. No. You are a grown man. Go get a job. You are arguing with a 12-year-old in his freaking 7th grade math class, and you in the house. Stop. Put your phone down. Drink some water. Go outside.
Touch some grass.
Take a walk. Turn the damn TV. Turn your phone. Just go. Stop. I'm so tired of it. I'm always down for a debate or a conversation, all that stuff. But stop arguing. It ain't that deep. Don't get yourself this angry about this stuff. If you get yourself angry about, if I let myself get angry about everything I didn't like about this company, I would just be angry all day. I'll just be angry all day.
That's why I don't scream anymore on this podcast. I can't be screaming at this company anymore. I can't, because A, is going to happen regardless, whatever the fuck we're doing. So we just kind of have to live with it. But
once I realize no matter what you say does not matter to them, it's cool.
Yeah.
You stopping watching the show, or it's not gonna matter. Your one view is not gonna. They made $1 billion this quarter. They don't care. You're turning off the TV is not gonna stop them.
They released over 200,000, not 200,000 people. They probably have, but they released over 200 people in the past year and a half, and they made $1 billion.
They don't care. Once you realize that they don't care, you'll be much. It's cool to be angry and stuff. You can show your emotion when something doesn't go the way that you want to, but every dog has their day. Your favorite wrestler isn't going to be on top forever, and your least favorite is going to have their day too. That's how this stuff works. I don't like Roman Reigns being champion. I can't do anything about that. I can't. I wish I could. I really, but I can't. So I just got to sit and wait and hope that Goldberg beats him. I mean, hope that someone beats him. So at this point, we watch. You know, that's why I want Lita to beat Becky. I know Becky probably isn't going to lose, but it's the hope that is what makes it's what keeps the mind pure of where we were when we were kids from watching wrestling, because we didn't know all about all dirt sheets and shit like that, you know. But now it is what it is. So you take it for what it is and don't make it something that it's not.
Right.
Now I'm done.
And I understand it kind of sounds sad in the way that we're talking about this, saying, oh, yeah, we're kind of just here. We're kind of just, letting things happen, even though we hate it. And trust me, Suplex, shout out to you. Because honestly, I saw your video on that. And Lop, I might actually want to send that over to you.
Okay.
He's pretty much saying how sad that sounds, saying, oh yeah, well, at the end of the day, we are just still watching, when we all know at the end of the day it just it doesn't really matter. But I completely understand his points, and honestly I almost kind of agree with him. And you guys know I've said this countless times, and Lof, you've heard me say it, and I'm pretty sure almost every single person in the OTB said it too. But if we did not have this podcast, who knows if we'd be watching this company? Well, I know you still be watching it because your lives and everything, and I still do it too. Now I got back on my TikTok lives, but if we didn't have this show, who knows if we'd be reviewing the shows or anything like that. We just be sitting there watching it and then just complaining about it in the OTP chat anyway.
It'll be a struggle.
So I'll send that video to you, but shout out to you, Suplex, because honestly, you did make some very valid points. But at the end of the day, like everybody's saying, and shout out to Narco and Narco, Lou Nonsense, and Axel for their videos on that thing too, about the whole Roman and Brock situation. Well, I saw your video on that too. Very well said.
Thank you.
But like, yeah, like Vince knows what he wants now, and Vince knows what's either going to draw or not. And at the end of the day, we're still going to watch it because at the end of the day, that's just what we do as wrestling fans. We just watch. At the end of the day, we're still going to be watching WrestleMania. At the end of the day, we're still going to be watching these big money matches because at the end of the day, they are still big money and they still draw. Whether we like it or not, that doesn't matter. No matter how many times Roman and Braun face, it don't matter.
Nothing really matters, man.
It don't matter. Like, we'll still watch it and it'll still be a draw. Why do you think WrestleMania is 2 nights out of the weekend now?
More money.
More money, facts, and because he sets up 2 main events, there are 2 big money matches and there are 2 big money draws. Roman and Brock. And then the main event for night 1 most likely is going to be either either going to be Charlotte and Ronda, or Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. Because I'm honestly going to predict that Becky's going to try to find her way into this match somehow.
Wouldn't be surprised.
All right, guys. We went into a little bit of a rant there, but that's okay. We have to speak our minds whenever we have something on it, so we just say it. And I allow people to have the floor if they ever need it, and we just do it here, and that's how we go. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Outside the brand, we might actually have some extras coming to you this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I might actually have some stuff in store. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Do you have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Watch a Jeff Hardy match tonight and drink some water.
Boom.
And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Nikita and Lash Legend are on their way to NXT like main shows in the main roster. Just look out for those 2. Nikita and more so Lash Legend because she's being put on 205 Live, but Nikita too, because I saw like 2 matches of her on 205 Live. But those 2, they're coming. So yeah.
I can't believe 205 Live is still a thing.
Yeah, they be on.
And they're using women on 205 Live. I never knew that was a thing.
Her and Amari Miller on tag matches every week. So yeah.
All right, guys. Watch that Jeff Hardy match, drink some water, touch some grass.
Please,
God.
And
and we'll talk to you guys. We'll talk to you guys during the weekend because I'm honestly thinking about doing an extra this weekend. So we'll see what happens, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. We the ones. Peace.